Imagine walking quietly through the African wilderness, the crunch of earth beneath your boots, the thrill of anticipation in the air, and then you see them. Majestic, powerful, almost prehistoric, the rhinoceros. But this isn't just an adventure. This is a journey into the heart of one of Africa's greatest conservation challenges and triumphs, the history of rhino conservation. Decades ago, Africa's rhinos were on the brink of disappearance. Poaching for horns, habitat loss, and human-wildlife conflict pushed these giants to the edge of extinction. In some countries, entire populations were wiped out. It was a heartbreaking reality. An ancient species that had survived millions of years of evolution was now vulnerable, not to nature, but to human greed. The turn toward hope. But the story didn't end there. Across Africa, rangers, communities, and conservationists rose to the challenge. Protected sanctuaries were established. Anti-poaching units risked their lives on the front lines. Communities began to see the rhino not just as an animal, but as a living treasure with the power to uplift economies and inspire pride. Slowly, the rhino's story shifted from tragedy to resilience. Why rhino trekking matters, and this is where you come in. Rhino trekking adventures are more than an extraordinary wildlife experience. Every trek directly supports conservation efforts, funding ranger patrols, supporting local communities, and safeguarding habitats. When you walk with rhinos, you don't just witness their power, you become part of their protection. You help write the next chapter in the rhino's story. The bigger picture. Rhino conservation is about more than saving one species. Protecting rhinos means protecting grasslands, water sources, and countless other species that share their habitat. It means strengthening ecotourism economies that create jobs and reduce poverty. And it means proving that when people come together, even the most threatened creatures can be given a fighting chance. So whether you dream of standing face to face with a rhino, or you simply want to know that your travels make a difference, remember this: every step you take on a rhino trekking adventure is a step toward conservation.
I really welcome you to the Rhino Sanctuary. This is the only place in Uganda where we'll be in a position to see the white rhinos in the wilderness while walking on foot. My name is Joseph. I will be your guide, taking you for rhino experience. And briefly, before we go into the wilderness, I just want to tell you a little bit about how and why we came to be here at the Rhino Sanctuary. Many years ago, Uganda used to have hundreds for both black and white rhinos in Uganda. But early 80s, 50s, 60s, all the rhinos in Uganda were heavily poached to extinction, whereby the last rhino in Uganda was killed in 1983. So a group of Ugandans came up with an idea of reintroducing back the rhinos into the country. So they happened to form a non-governmental organization, formerly known as Rhino Fund Uganda, to spearhead the reintroduction of the rhinos into the country. 2001, they managed to translocate 2 rhinos from Solo Ranch in Kenya, taken to Entebbe Zoo to create awareness about the plight of the rhinos into the country. Then in 2004, Ziwa Rhino Sanctuary was identified as the best habitat for the white rhinos, formerly a cattle ranch area before. An electric fence at the main entrance you saw. It was completely fenced with electric wires covering the 70 square kilometers. Then in 2005, we received more 4 rhinos again from Solo Ranch in Kenya to Ziwa, 2 males, 2 females. These 4 rhinos a year later, that was in 2006, we got a donation of more 2 rhinos from Orlando Zoo, United States of America to Ziwa, 1 male, 1 female. The 6 rhinos, they started breeding. By 2009, we were being blessed with the first baby. So the mother was coming from United States, the father was coming from Kenya, and this was an international baby who has been sharing the same historical background with one of the USA president, and the baby, we happened to name him Obama. Yeah, so since Obama was born, we continue to have more successful births. Now as I talk, we have got 48 rhinos that are living in the sanctuary from the original 6, and the plan here is to breed many more rhinos. When we raise around 15 or 20 will be taken to the next sanctuary within the national park. So we may not be in a position to see all the 48 rhinos that are living in the sanctuary, simply because these rhinos, They're always splintered up in their social group, and they are spread out the whole 70 square kilometers, of which they move in families of 2, that's a mother and babies, and males are solitary, of which they keep on patrolling around their territories all the time, and usually coming in the group of the female to check if there is one of the mothers who are ready for mating. So if you happen to see more than 2, this is going to be the luck of our day, but I'm also going to try my level best to take it to the best site that could be possible. So before we leave as well, I would love to tell you about the safety. I want all of you to go safe, you come back safe. As well as you understand that rhinos that we are going to see, these are wild animals, so please, to be safe, you need to follow my instruction as your guide all the time. Rhinos, they do not like to be disturbed by sudden sounds, sudden movements, so please, if you've got your phones, make sure you put them on silent or put them on flight mode if you need to use for the cameras. The flash of your cameras, you can also turn it off, and if you've got the GPS, please, is not allowed for our security purposes. In case when the rhinos feel threatened, like they're trying to walk towards where we are, please, you should not panic. You need to listen to my instruction. We need to walk slowly and quietly behind a big wide tree if there is one. If you're also good at climbing, make sure you climb up a tree. And if you are climbing, make sure you don't climb the lower branches, whereby the rhino will help you to push up the tree at least 1.8 meters above, because the shoulder height of a rhino is 1.8 meters above. And if there are no trees around, please don't get worried. We can look around if like there is a tall thick bush like the other one, and then we shall walk slowly and quietly behind the bushes. And the reason why we go behind big trees or behind the bushes is simply because these rhinos, they have got poor eyesight. So once you always go out of their eyesight at most times, they will always run off, but must be done at a low tone or soft voice. Otherwise, thank you for listening at the moment. More discussion about the rhinos is also going to be interesting when we are able to see them when you're with the rhinos. And if you have got questions about the safety, please, you are very free to ask before we leave. Thank you for listening.
Any questions?
Any question about the safety?
Huh? Safety, no. It should be fine.
Good.
Can we, in case, can we
Run?
No, like fight back?
No, you cannot fight back the rhino.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the rhinos, the only advantage the rhinos have is that before they charge, they show signs. So I'll be in position to read their body language before they do anything contrary to us.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we just listen to what you tell us.
All right.
Okay. Great.
Good. For now, we are getting back in your van.
Okay.
We drive a little bit. We narrow the distance. After that, we shall park, walk to see them.
Okay.
Okay?
Yeah, great.
So you're using your car to the starting point, as I say.
Yes, so we are now getting ready for the rhino tracking in Ziwa Rhino Sanctuary in Uganda. So right now we need to put on our safety gears because it rained a little bit. So it's muddy, and this sanctuary is doing something that's really incredible. They give the visitors who come the gummy boots to avoid the mud getting onto their shoes. So it's a small incentive, but it means a lot. So right now we are going to put on our gummy boots. So I have to go and check for my size because it's a rare size. Let's hope I find something for me. Okay, come with me. Oh, look at that. Look at that. There is basically a size for everyone. From the smallest size to the biggest size. Even if you are Bigfoot, there is something for you here. So I have to check for my size and then, yeah, we should be ready. Oh, so many gummy boots here. Oh. Ay, ay, ay. Great. I'll try out this one. It's in yellow. Not my favorite color, but the right size. If yellow is your favorite color, then this would be something for you. But for me, I mind more about the comfort and the size. Perfect. Whew. Yeah.
So you can follow me. We are going to be walking on single line formation to the rhinos. We are starting our tracking from here. We can look around this place. In most cases, this point here you are seeing is very, very important to the rhinos. The reason why the rhinos go on the pool of mud is because they do not have sweaty glands like we human. If the temperature is high, they always look for such places. They roll in to cool their body temperature. So after rolling, whenever the mud gets stuck into their bodies, it suffocates most of the parasite. So when the soil dries up, it is filled up with those parasites. So that's one way they can get rid of the parasite. At the same time, it helps them to camouflage in an area. The type of the mud that rhinos swallow, that is the color of the rhinos being designed at that time in that particular area. And also when that soil also remains in their skin, it acts like the sunscreen for them. Yeah. And when you look around here, we have the footprints of the rhinos as well. I can see there is this one here, but it's not very clear. There's a clear one here.
Ooh.
Yeah. In most cases, you can manage even to tell the direction which the rhino has gone through the footprints. Or if you are unable to see from the footprints, you can see the direction which the grasses lies. That is the direction which the rhino had gone. But on the footprint here, when you look around the footprints, you can see the rhinos, they have 3 toes. They have the 2 small sided toes on the either side, and then there is a big front toe here. So this middle toe or the big front toe will tell the direction which the rhino had gone, and then behind on the inner side you see that the rhino, they have the kind of a W shape as you see here. You see it? This W shape. So this is how you can differentiate this is the front toe or behind. So that this rhino went
This direction.
that direction.
Okay.
Yeah. So this is how we can track the rhino, because the rhinos are more faster than us. So they can run up to 45 kilometers per hour. So if they run, you cannot follow them from behind. You use the footprint to track this rhino until you get it.
Oh,
yeah.
It's so big. Look.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Whoa.
So this is how we track them. So now we cannot penetrate where they pass in the thickets, but we are going to negotiate the bushes.
Good thing.
Yeah.
So it's possible that in the next 100 years, where the rhinos used to be, we shall be having them back again.
Exactly.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, we shall all be dead, but I think it will be a good thing.
It will be.
Huh? You'll be still alive. Okay. How old will you be 100 years from now?
Yote ameenda wapi? Ngine ameenda wapi? Wow. Natosa. So on your right, this is a team of the rangers who are protecting these rhinos for 24/7. Through them, that's why we have been so successful. There is no poaching incidents that has happened at Ziwa because of the effort they are taking.
Thank you, guys.
24 hours shift.
Wow.
Yeah, because of love for conservation, that's why they can do that. It is not easy. If you don't have love for conservation, you cannot do the work they're doing. Yeah.
I appreciate it.
Can move
Ben.
This side.
Chunka. Chunka.
We are very, very lucky that today we have spotted a big group of big number of the rhinos, and in the group we have a combination of a family of a mother and a baby, and then a group of sub-adult, or you can call them the teenagers in a simple term. So a group of rhino is called a crush of rhinos. Crush of rhinos. So today we have seen a crush of rhinos. And the one which is very close by us here is one of the young male. It's called Kageri. Kageri means rock. Rock.
Okay.
Rock. Yeah.
How
And
do you know that?
it is easy to differentiate these rhinos if you are with them all the time. The shape of their horns grow differently. That's how you can differentiate them apart from each other. And then also they have the folded skin on their body. They also grow differently, and the shape of the body, depending on the age, also it can determine each rhino. And then when you take a picture of the rhinos around the lips, and then the eye wrinkles, it's just like human thumbprint when you put in the computer database.
Really?
And also the older ones, they have cuts on their ears. Those cuts represent numbers for identification.
Someone cut them or it's natural?
You make artificial cut,
Okay.
tranquilize them, make them sleep,
Okay.
then it is called ear notches
Okay, for identification.
for identification process. Yeah. So, but like as we have been with them all the time, we can tell by the shape of their horns. So they grow different. You find others that are more sharper, others a little bit blunt, or you may find the rear horn is more sharp and then the longer horn is blunt. So that's how you can differentiate them.
Wow.
And also the age of the rhino can be told by the horn, the length of the horn as well. Yeah.
So what can be the estimate of this guy behind us? How old do you think they are?
The one behind,
This guy.
is just approximately 8 years
So young guy.
young. Yeah. So when he clocks 10 to 11 years, that's when he can isolate himself and also become the alpha.
Okay. But
Yeah,
now
at the
still-
moment he's still thinking protection from the group.
It looks already big.
Not really. We have a little bit the other side, which is clocked now 10 years.
Okay.
So we are moving. You can move this side. Is the mouse.
Okay.
The white they have that wide and squared lips. The black they have that narrow pointed hook lips, which enable them to grab the tree leaf, shrubs and twigs.
So which one is the most dangerous one? The white ones or the black ones?
The black ones.
They are more aggressive.
Yeah. The white ones we call them grazers. They only feed on grasses, while the black we call them browsers because they feed on the tree leaf, shrubs and twigs.
Okay.
And if it was the black rhinos, we could not be here. We must be inside the car or on top of the trees because they are natural aggressive.
So they're natural aggressive.
Natural aggressive.
You don't have to do anything to them to
Yeah.
be aggressive.
Exactly.
So these guys are the calm ones.
I'm a little bit calm always. They can never charge you before they warn you first.
So Uganda didn't have black rhino.
We used to have both black and white. Because of the political instability, most of the rhinos have been hunted to extinction.
Okay, but both of them are here.
Both of
Because
them
I
we
think
used to have
in
them.
Mburo had the black rhinos before, but I think they even got wiped out before the white ones.
Yeah.
I think these guys were the last ones.
Even formerly before Ajay,
Ajay also had.
where they are taking rhinos, they were
Okay, but is it possible to have black and white rhinos in the same ecosystem?
Yeah. You can have them in the same. They can even share the same territories. They can even sleep together. Like just if you mix goat and sheep in the same kraal.
Okay.
They can stay together, but their mating is totally different.
So they don't mix.
They can mix together like
but
one.
They don't mate.
No mating.
Yes, so we are still doing the rhino tracking at Ziwa Rhino Sanctuary, and right behind us are the big boys of the wild. And just like they told you that a group of them is called a crush, but we're also crushing on these guys on how they're treating us. They have welcomed us in their space, and we're trying to keep it respectful and not trying to interrupt their feeding. And right now, the guys are taking another direction, and they're showing us their asses, which is a good thing to see because we have seen their faces already. And yeah, because the ranger was telling us something that is so interesting about these rhinos, because we're having an argument about who is the big out of the two, the rhino or the hippo. And the ranger told us that the rhino can go up to what, 3 tons?
Yeah.
3 tons of kilograms. So that's something really, really huge. And the hippo can go around 2.5. Yeah. So this should be, I think, one of the biggest after the elephant.
They're the second biggest, the land animals.
Okay. So these are the second biggest
animal.
animals.
Land animals, yeah.
The rhino. And the other issue was with the how they how you know when they are supposed to charge at you, just for the safety, because you say they will first stop what they're doing.
Yeah, they will stop what they're doing and raise up their heads, and all the ears will be focused to the direction where you are.
Okay.
And then if you have seen those signs, then you can either leave the space for them, and if you insist, they will do what we call like a kind of mock charging. After raise all the ears pointing to the direction where you are, stamping the forelegs, wailing up the tail, and then if you insist on the same position, they can try to come a little bit to the same some few meters. They go back to the same position where you have been, where they have been. After that, they come back for the second time. They go back where they have been, and then the third time, the game might be over.
Okay.
So you don't wait the last option. So before you, once you see like 2 signs,
you should always
back off.
Yeah.
And once you have left the place, they always come down.
Great.
Yeah.
And maybe what would be something really important for someone to visit? If what does it mean if more visitors visit the rhino sanctuary?
In most cases, the good time for visiting the rhinos is always we advise people to come in the morning hours, and then in the afternoon.
Okay.
Those are the hours you are likely to see these rhinos when they are active.
Okay, so the best time to visit them is in the mornings?
In the morning and the
afternoon. And why is it this time?
The morning hours, it is when they are grazing.
Okay.
In the afternoon they are grazing, but during when the temperatures are hot, they are always sleeping. So you'll be in a position to take parts of them.
Okay.
That's why we advise, in case that's more interesting, that you'll be able to see how they're enjoying all the grazing. You'll be able to even get the photos. But because when you look around now, if these rhinos go and hide, we shall be in a position to see all the back, all the bumps, because you have no option of telling them to wake up. You wait, and when your time has ended, you go back.
Okay. So what would you tell the people who have not come to Ziwa? What are they missing?
So they are missing something that they have never seen in the world.
Okay.
So because Uganda becoming, this place becoming the place where you can see these rhinos in their wilderness, you enjoy them, you see them, and leave them the way they are.
Oh wow.
So that's what they are missing.
Great. So the people who are not yet here, they should come and experience rhinos in their natural
habitat.
Yeah. So the people who have not visited this rhino sanctuary, they are missing out on experiencing rhinos in their natural wild, because in most parts of the world you can only see them
in the car, in the zoo, or when you are in the car. But here you walk with the rhinos together,
Wow.
They see you, they don't mind about you, you also see them, and
Don't mind
after that
about
you
them.
enjoy them. You
Wow.
leave the space when it's very nice.
And does it contribute to their conservation as well? When the people visit, does it contribute?
Yes, because right now you see they are really freely with us, and they know we are not also a problem to them.
Okay.
Yes.
Wow.
So usually for the mothers after giving birth, they will
Okay.
be ready to conceive again after like 3 to 6 months.
3 to 6 months.
Yeah, after conceiving, they will continue nursing their babies while they are pregnant. Usually the babies have been nursed up for 1 year and a half, 1 year and 8 months, sometimes to 2 years.
Okay.
And once the baby has stopped drinking milk, the mother can continue working with the older baby, providing him or her a maximum protection. Then by the time when the mother is about to have another new baby, in that process of the labor pain, that's the time for the older baby to leave the mother.
Okay.
And once the older one has been sent away, the baby can look for a group of sub-adults and team up together to provide the security among themselves, because they're unable to stand on its own to provide the security. That's when we look for a group of sub-adults, or you might find one of them will walk around and find a peaceful mother that may adapt him or her for protection. In other words, it is in between 2 years to 2 years and a half.
2 years and 2 years and a half.
And sometimes it can go up to 3 years.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it has just been sneezing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sneezing, that was a sneeze.
It was a sneeze.
It really scared me.
Yeah.
Yeah. And what is the gestation period?
14 to 16 months pregnancy.
14 to 16 months. That's 1 year
and 4 months.
And 4 months.
Yeah.
To have one baby.
One baby, yeah.
Okay.
Another baby, yeah.
And this baby comes out with how many kilograms normally?
The baby weighs between 45 kilos to 50.
Between 45 to 50 kilograms.
Yeah, that's why it's always one baby at a time, never twins, because it is always difficult for the mother to carry 90 or 100 kilos for 14 or 16
there are no
months.
cases of twins. So that marks the end of our adventure here in Zua Rhino Sanctuary. And we invite you, please, not to forget to subscribe, follow, and like our work, because when you like our work, our page will get bigger, and the bigger the page, the bigger the events, the bigger the guests we shall be bringing, and the more impact we shall be able to create. So please hit that subscribe button and keep locked as we wait for the next episode of The Diary of a Bushman. See ya.